This is Matt Manion with the Catholic Leadership Institute with a special invitation for you today. And that invitation is to join us in being part of what Pope Francis has called all of us to be missionary disciples, to be agents of the new evangelization. A year ago, last November, about 100 people gathered in Baltimore to discuss exactly what that means and how all of us can be better agents of the new evangelization and serve as missionary disciples in our local parishes, in our local communities, in our local church. And we came out of that with 4 principles that I'd like you to consider in your own life and in your own parish. The first principle is, most fundamentally, the parish is where it's at. Most Catholics experience the faith through their local church, through their local parish community. And if we're going to affect the new evangelization, if we are going to form missionary disciples for our world, it has to happen in our parishes. That's where we all experience it, and that's where it needs to spring forth. And we're not talking about a new program. We're talking about a new way of being parish, about a total conversion of hearts. Within there, the second principle is that we have to meet people where we are. Just as Jesus did, we have to meet people where we are, not where we want them to be. And this requires us to let go of some of the judgments or preconceived notions in order to really encounter into the messiness of where they are, and in that place, to love them and to walk with them to the place that God is calling them to be. The third one related to that is we have to have a narrative for discipleship. To recognize that each one of us has our own brokenness and has our own gifts. And we need to be met in that brokenness, that the church needs to be seen as a source of healing and comfort for those. And as we are healed and as we are comforted by the church through the love of Christ and the peace of Christ, then we come to be known by those that have provided that. And in being known, we can be called to something greater. And that something greater is a follower of Jesus Christ and a disciple who's living as Jesus lived and led in the world. And the fourth principle is that at the end of the day, it's personal. It's all about you. And also, it's nothing about you. So it's all about you. You have to respond to God's promptings. You have to respond to the Holy Spirit inviting you to be that presence to others, to be that source of love and mercy for others, to bring the good news to others, but realize at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about God working through you. So 4 principles to consider in becoming the missionary disciple that by your baptism you have been called to become. I'd ask you to join us with your prayers. Become a member of our Prayer Power Society today and agree to pray for Christ to be the center of families, to pray for priests and religious on fire with their love for Jesus, and to pray for an increase in vocations to the priesthood and religious life. So click on the link below to join our Prayer Power Society, and may God bless you as you become the missionary disciple that God has called you to be.